Hey, what's up guys? I'm Dalton. Follow me through my leg day. We're gonna start off with some tempo squats and then do some back downs with some pauses, and then even more torture on leg press and some hamstring work before finishing up with some core. Let's go. I squat high bar, fairly wide stance. When you're watching me squat, if it looks like a little bit off center, it's because I have scoliosis. So when I think I'm set up straight, I'm always just turned a little bit. So that's another reason lifting has been so good for me. It's really helped with my posture and a lot of the pain that comes from that curvature of the spine. But, you know, instead of complaining about things, I decided to strengthen what will help. And that's much better in the long run. This is year 29. I started when I was 20 with bodybuilding. I did that for 22 years. Always did natural bodybuilding. I got 3 pro cards, 1 in bodybuilding, 2 in classic physique. I still judge. That every other weekend I'll judge a show. 2018, I was gonna do a world championship for classic physique. I was middle of prep. Come to find out they're not offering a master's class of physique, so I shut it down. My buddy's like, hey, you like lifting heavy, why don't you try powerlifting? Went like 8 for 9 my first time ever. Won Best Lifter Award, set a state record that stood for 6 years until April. A guy beat it the same weekend I set the record for the next age group. Strongman was kind of in between there. If you look at my knees, this one I could straighten fully. That one only gets to there. Strongman took that one. Arthritis got in there.
So do you have any plans to work with powerlifting competitions?
I have strict curl coming up, which is really the 4th powerlifting movement. It's gaining in popularity a lot. That's going to be July 27th. My next powerlifting comp is going to be in November for a world championship in Virginia Beach. I teach the upper levels of Spanish at Dinwiddie High School. My biggest goal as a teacher is to help them become even better human beings. I come in with good kids and I want them to be great by the time they leave. Well, I created a powerlifting club at school with 25 kids, so it meshes. Then I recruit from my classes. I've even recruited from kids who've like almost gotten themselves in trouble in the hallway. To them, I look kind of intimidating. You know, put me next to like any of the big guys at the other gym. And I'm just like, I'm normal. Like I've stood between like 2 world's strongest man. Between them, they have 7 titles. And I look like a child. But to a 15-year-old boy, I look pretty impressive. So I'm talking to the kid. I'm like, you ever thought about doing some powerlifting? And then they show up and it helps them. They'll still get in trouble. But then like the admins and the other teachers know that they can come to me. Not all the kids like doing walking lunges, and they have walking lunges after every leg day, no matter what. And it's the length of the hallway to the exit and back for 4 round trips. If I hear they've been messing around during the week, that doubles to 8. Let me get those knee sleeves on. Yeah, it's one thing that drove me crazy about powerlifting at first was all the rest. Bodybuilding, I would do so many supersets and trisets. In powerlifting, I compete in the 100 kilo class. I've never had to cut to make weight. I competed at Brute for powerlifting once, and I had COVID like 2 weeks before. And usually when I weigh in, I'll take everything off you could take off. And I step on the scale, and she's like, all right, 90 kilo. I was like, Stella, can you just put down like just over that so I compete in 100? She goes, nah, that's against the rules. I said, well, can you weigh me one more time? I went back in there with my shoes on and that put me into the 100 kilo. Because the deadlift record I was looking for was for the 100 kilo. I could have broken the 91 too, but that was a heavier, I wanted to break it on my opener. So I pulled 540 for my opener. That was the national record then for USPC, still is. And then I hit 573. Then I went for 600 on the 3rd and missed that one. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to my last warm up, which is 285 for a triple. And then 345 is gonna be my working sets on tempo squats. So that's gonna be a 3-second to the bottom, pause for 2 seconds. I'll let you count and then back up. Because sometimes 3 seconds in my head is a little faster than actual 3 seconds. gonna be a good squat day, Josh. But one of the things I like about coming to the gym is it's ritual to me. Like just the whole going through these motions, loading up, getting in the right mindset, all those things feel good. And I forgot to get water. Shot. Everybody! First working set, 345 pounds, tempo is 3-2-0, 3 sets of 3 to 5. I usually try to hit the most reps on the first set and then see how I'm feeling on the other 2. Hopefully Josh is gonna move around and make sure my depth is what I say it is. I think he's gonna count too, is that right?
3, 2, 1, 1, 2. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Oh! One more. Let's do 5.
1, 2.
Woo! Amazing what that takes out of you. Time under tension's a bitch. I'll do a 3-minute rest. I live by the timer. Yeah, that's a pretty good set. 60-pound jump was substantial. When I walked it out, I was like, okay, I guess I'll do 5. I was gonna do 4 in racket, and on the way up from the 4th one, I'm like, nah. Might as well. So my coach Sam has some goals for me for the summer. He wants me to squat a triple with 435, double 315 on bench, and then deadlift 565 for a triple. Things are feeling pretty good. All right, almost time for set number 2. So minimum of 3 on these next 2. See how they feel. That's good 4. I'll do an extra minute of rest this time and get 5 on the last one. The longest Sam has ever made me wait on a in between sets is like 8 minutes. I was going crazy. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? He's like, sit down, have some snacks. I'm like, what? We had a good time up in York, Pennsylvania at Nationals. They held it in the York Barbell Club, and Brian Shaw was up there 2 weeks ago doing a lecture. And I saw him getting ready for arm wrestling, which is terrifying, especially with his grip and his strength.
Yeah.
All right, I said I'd hit 5 this time, right? Pushed through on that last set, got 5, so now we're gonna do some back downs. We dropped the weight down to 275. I'll probably go beltless on the last one. I was doing beltless deadlifts all the way through November of last year. I tapped out at 250 kilo, and that was about the most I could do beltless. I told Sam, before I turned 50, I still want to pull over 600, and we did that last April in Pennsylvania, which was one of those core memories. Yeah. I repost that video a lot. Out of all the competitors that day, that was the heaviest deadlift. Everybody who missed it before me was like, bro, you gotta hit it. We all missed it. I'm like, I have never done it. Not even in training. So we don't go for those big lifts in training. We just work on a lot of rep work and just getting in shape. So those tempo squats that I just finished up, those are harder than anything that I'll ever do on the platform. All right, 275. Let's go for 6, pause for 2 seconds. This will feel better until it doesn't, because it's about 70 pounds lighter. Feels like vacation. I like challenges. Right on this platform right here, with that bar, I did 60% of my max for 10 minutes straight on deadlift. 365. I hit 52 reps. Last time I tried that challenge, I hit 42 reps, and that was during the pandemic in my carport with borrowed weights from the high school. So I increased by 10 reps in 3 years, which is not bad. It's fun to still get stronger every year. I'm still making progress, and I'm having fun. There's no point in stopping while both of those things are happening, you know? So yeah, just one more. Woo! That was fun.
Where are we off to after that?
That's Cybex leg press. So we'll start with 3 per side and move up with each set. So I'm gonna have my feet kind of low on the platform. Fairly close together. Get as deep as I can.
How many days a week do you train?
4. So I always squat first in the week, usually on Tuesday, but today's a special day. Squats on Tuesday, bench Thursday, deadlifts Saturday, strict curl on Sundays. By November, I should have the state strict curl record for my age group, which is just over 160 pounds. And I just started doing strict curl in January. I'm already right around 155, which is not terrible. I got 4 sets of these.
How heavy are you going?
6 plates eventually. Heavy enough, I guess. And this is the last leg movement of the day. So then it's just back and some, I think, hammer curls to finish. We do some kind of bicep or specifically brachialis at the end of every workout, since strict curls become a pretty big focus. So my bodybuilding leg days were a lot different than this. They would be like 8-8, 6-4-4 on squats, reps between 15, 25 on leg extensions, leg curls about the same, RDLs about the same. And then after all of that, I would leave on the bar either 135 or 225, and I do sets of 30 squats at the end of it, or sets of 30 on the leg press. And then after that, there's 100 walking lunges. And that was it. So yeah, this will be the 3rd set. I'll hit 12 on this last one. Then we're doing some low rows. I'll show you one of my favorite machines in here. And then hammer curls, and we will be done. Okay, how about 9? We are moving on to this precision series. I think it's an Atlantis. Just 3 sets of 6 on these. I'll show you a couple of things I do when I'm setting up. So anytime you can find handles that do this, you want to use that for back. I want this right at my sternum. And I want as much stretch as I can get. Now I usually kick my feet up behind me. Really accentuate that stretch here. Not usually going to use my thumbs. Nice squeeze here. Doing things after all the leg workout just seems like disciplinary action at this point. I see why powerlifters take longer rests now. My dad used to keep like an old York dumbbell under the bed. It was either 25 or 35 pound dumbbell, and he would do concentration curls before bed like every night. And I would try to mimic him like every night, and he would like hold on to the bottom of the bed and do like leg raises. I always had that example. Like this is in like the mid 80s, and like Arnold was everywhere, and my dad got into fitness. And I was like 10 years old, so those kind of things just stick with you, you know? So the best way to finish up leg day is by training arms, right? So we're finishing up with some hammer curls, doing 3 sets of 12 with the 30-pound dumbbells. I go cross body with mine, and I bring them all the way back and flex my triceps. That's how you get the full stretch in the bicep. So I like to do them just like this. Shoulders back and up. See how far back I bring those dumbbells? You'll see guys throwing around 60, 70-pound dumbbells for hammer curls, but they're not actually training their biceps when they're doing that. Biceps are a pretty small muscle. I mean, if you're capable of doing a strict hammer curl with that, go for it. But I haven't seen anyone who can. Second set, same thing. Every January 17th on my birthday, I come into the gym and do my birthday bicep destruction. I think it's a total of 36 sets just for biceps. So the beginning, I tape it, and about 17.5 or 18 cold. By the time I'm done, they're close to 20 inch with a pump. That's not bad for a 215-pound old man.
Yeah.
All right, last set of the day. And we're done. Well, thanks for watching. You survived watching my tempo squats, my back downs, my leg press, my favorite back machine, and some slow and controlled hammer curls. If you see me around RVA Iron, come up and see me. My friends call me Dalton. My athletes call me Pops. You can maybe combine the two. Master Roshi is also acceptable. Peace.